So this is another thing. Third red flag. I was wearing like this shirt and it was kind of like, actually it was kind of like cut like this, like that. And he's looking at my chest and I'm just like, what are you looking at? He's like, what size are you? I was like, excuse me?
911. Officer, right there. FBI, come on in, fella.
It's tea time! What's up, idols? It's Cece Lesson 3. Welcome back to my channel. So, I'm here with Marika, and what you guys don't know is she was just in Korea for a few months doing like a learning course. She has some tea to spill, hence the tea. Four little boy toys over there. I've been wanting to hear about this for a while because I love to hear experiences with foreigners dating in Korea, what it's like, you know, it's different for everybody. But I also want you guys to be on the lookout for her YouTube channel coming up. The program you were with, I don't know anything about it, never heard about it, and I think if you made a video talking about the process, a lot of people would be interested in that. Maybe. She was at SNU, yo. Was it the Sky University?
The Sky, yeah.
Yeah.
Big three.
The big three. I really want you to start a YouTube channel.
Me?
I want y'all to leave a like if y'all want her to start a YouTube channel. Comment, Marika, start a YouTube channel. I'll watch, subscribe, because I'm waiting for the tea to be spilled.
The teas.
The clubbing stories. And I really want to hear more about the Korean learning program because I do need to get better at Korean. So I look into it.
It was
3
enjoyable.
months studying there.
Maybe we should try and do it together. I'll literally save up and go back again. I think we'll cause some serious damage. Let's go. I think I was in quarantine because when I went to Korea, we actually had to quarantine just for 7 days. So everyone knows what Hello Talk is. And I don't even know why I even bothered going on there. I had always had it when I was in England, but I just continued to use it. And when I changed my settings to Korea, and that's when people just started popping up, and it was crazy. I was just like, oh God, this is too much. I was just like, why is this happening to me? Then the one guy started talking to me, and we were talking for like out my whole quarantine time. 7 days is long when you're by yourself. But we started talking and he was like, oh yeah, one day we should meet up or whatever. And I was just like, okay, fine.
Why you do that?
Because it was kind of like, you know, you have these like little red flags. Like, I'm sure you've done it. You've done it, I've done it. When you have to research and...
Protect your heart.
Yeah. Oh, these men are evil. My friend came with me and she stayed at like, I can't remember, is it Guru Digital Complex?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she went to the cafe and I went to meet this guy and we walked along like where the road is underneath, it's like the river running kind of thing, and we walked there. It was kind of dark, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was a bit like, I was on edge, I was just like, And we were walking and talking and stuff and he was okay. But like when I saw his face, I was like, okay, he might not really be like my style. But I still want to get to know him, you know, talking friends, whatever. We were just like walking, talking. He was like asking me these questions. His English was really good. So I was just like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, I learned it here, like in school. I was like, oh, okay. Fine.
Did he like spend time abroad at all, or?
No, he's never been abroad.
A Korean.
Yeah, so I was just a bit like, okay, he's never been abroad. Okay, fine, whatever, benefit of the doubt. Until he held my hand.
The first date?
Yeah, this is like 15 minutes of walking. I don't really come across as rude, at least I try not to. So if somebody like grabs my hand, I'm not gonna be like, ew, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah, get off, kind of thing. I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. He would like make like these little slide jokes, kind of like, oh, it's dark over there, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was like, why would you make jokes like that? It's not funny. Like, there's people walking along the river as well. When you keep on walking, it's like stations as well and stuff. And I think we only walked like 3 stations away, so we walked back. And then I said bye, and I met my friend. She was like, is it okay? I was like, it was all right, I guess. So he was a bit weird, but yeah, I never spoke to him again. Not really much tea there, but I'm just saying that it was a bit awkward.
So there's 4 total, and that was the first one?
That was the first
How long
one.
after quarantine was it?
Maybe like a few days.
Okay.
Because I hadn't met my friend yet. So when I came out of quarantine, I met her like probably, I went to Hive. I met her at Hive. She was like, oh, we're gonna go study. And I was like, okay, you study and I'm gonna go, I don't know, meet this random guy. That wasn't much tea, but the number 2, he's the one I'm just like, this guy is a creep. Like, I just think he's definitely a creep. Another Hello Talk person. Just stay away from that. Just stay away from that app.
Moral to the story.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so he was like 33, I think. He worked in like kids care, which is this was saying he like looked after like kids, like autistic kids and stuff. Like that's what he worked. I was like, oh, that's sweet. So we met up in Hongdae.
Say less.
And we went to like barbecue and stuff. And he was kind of like quiet though, but he was like, oh, my English isn't that good. And do you know what annoyed me about him? Like the first day was fine. We went out, we went to eat. It was okay. It was a bit awkward because he didn't know what to say, kind of thing. And he'll be like, because obviously he must think I'm talking like really fast. And then we went to Korean karaoke. It was the first time I knew karaoke in Korea, and it was good. I was impressed. I was like, you can sing. And then I was like,
so many Koreans can just sing. You just be walking down the street and you hear all these, it sounds like OSTs playing, but it's just people doing karaoke.
Yeah, that was fine. Went home, it was okay. This is the red flag that I should have picked up on. He wanted to see me the next day. And these things, I just feel like whenever a guy's like, oh, can we meet up the next day? It's just always because they want to rush into things like quickly. Because this has happened before and I was like, I don't know why I didn't see it. He was like kind of like my type in a way, but it was like, oh no, like first, because it's like friends first, you know, get to talking. This time I met him where he worked. Another red, this is the second red flag. He was like, I can only meet up after work because I work during the day, and obviously I was a student, so I finished at 1 p.m. He finishes work at 6, and I was like, it's gonna get dark soon, this is not good. But I still went anyway because it was like, my friend, same friend, she was on standby. Message me if you need me. We met up and I swear I got so annoyed. He didn't know where he wanted to eat. And he kept asking me, where do you want to eat? Where do you want to eat? So like we walked away from the train station and I feel like we walked in a circle. And he was just like, we were just walking around. I was like, oh, we should try here. He's like, no, I don't want that. And I'm just like, why are you like this? Like,
why are you like this?
Again, he holds my hand and I'm just like, oh, I feel like I know where this is going. And then he would say things. So this is another thing. Third red flag. I was wearing like this shirt and it was kind of like, actually it was kind of like cut like this, like that. And he's looking at my chest and I'm just like, what are you looking at? He's like, what size are you? I was like, excuse me?
911. Officer, right there. FBI, come on in, fella.
I was just like, what? And he actually guessed.
Your bra size.
Yeah. And he guessed. And I didn't say like, yeah, that's my size, but I was just like, okay. And I was just like, you know, all women have these, right? Like, you're acting like every woman in Korea has like small boobs.
Some smaller than others.
But it's kind of, I see all kind of boobs in Korea. Yeah, they're just so big. And I was like, okay. And then we're walking and then he'll be like, oh, do you know what? Everyone's staring at us. I was like, why? He's like, oh, because you're like foreign and you've got big boobs. I was just like, I need to get the fuck
He
out
said
here.
because you're foreign and you've got big boobs.
Yeah, yeah, literally, that's what he said to me. And I was just like, I need to evacuate this situation. But at this point, I was so hungry. You know when you're hungry? I was like, I need to eat. We ended up going back to the train station and eating at this like little like tteokbokki place. And it had like, you know like Koreans like to eat like sundae and like the like tripe and like blood sausage and all that stuff. It's not, no.
Yeah, I don't like the blood sausage.
No. First of all, I don't eat pork. Like it makes me sick. We go there now and he's just like don't you want to try some of this? And he's like trying to give it to me. I was just like, no. I was like, I'm allergic.
Yeah.
I'm allergic. And he's just like making it into a joke, kind of like, oh, you should eat it and I have to take you to the hospital. Ha ha ha. I was like, that's not funny. As soon as we finished eating, I took.
I'm sorry, wait. I'm just trying to imagine like watching this interaction. Like I just imagine you just hungry and mad and him thinking everything's funny and cool and I'm with this foreigner with big tits. And
you know, like and my friend was like, you should just leave. Yeah, he was just like creepy. Like before that, he was kind of like literally saying, oh, this dark places, like we should go into dark places.
Too?
Yeah. And he was trying to like fill me up. I was like, bye. And like, I literally like moved away from him. I was like, no, don't do that. Otherwise I'm gonna leave.
That reminds me of I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but if y'all remember when, you know, I don't know what they're called, but like you go out to eat at a restaurant and like it's like a room for food. Like there's a door that closes. It's like a bench, like a table, and it's like a booth with a door basically. And I remember he was sitting over there. It was this banging seafood with cheese. Two of my favorite things on this planet. And he got up and got on my side, and he like leaned on my shoulder and then just grabbed my boob. And I was like, what are you doing? He was like, huh, what? And I was like, go back over there. And he just sat over there and acted like nothing happened. I was like, yeah, so what do you want to do next? I was like, I'm ready to go home. Like,
yeah.
he just, I mean, there's nothing to grab, so joke's on him. Like,
Stop it! I was just getting like,
oh my
like
God.
these like little perverted vibes. Can't say the other word I want to say. I don't know. I just feel like if I was like more naive, I feel like I've been taken advantage of, you know? Another thing, wow, this is just coming. So, before all of that, he was saying like, oh, because we couldn't find a place to eat, he was like, oh, we should order food. And I was like,
At his place.
well, no, we should get a motel and drink beer and order food. And I was like, people only go to motels for one thing. And he was like, what? Acting like he's innocent. And I was just like,
They love doing that, don't
I was like,
they?
you're not innocent. Like, this ain't no K-drama. Did you think I'm stupid? It was just like all these little things. It was coming to light, like one after the other. But the thing is, I couldn't just like turn around and run away.
Why are you running?
So it was kind of like, okay, we're just gonna let it run its course, and if he tries to do anything, I'm gonna have to fight him. It was even to the point where when we were walking like down the road, I was just like, I literally said to him, if you try anything, I'm literally gonna punch you.
You told him that?
Yeah, I told him that.
What did he say?
He was just like, in his, he must have been like, wow, she's so aggressive. But no, this is me like defending myself. Like,
Yeah.
if you touch me, I'm gonna fight you. And I'm not even like that. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Virgo. You're so sweet.
He was just a weirdo. And as soon as I left him at the station, I zipped. I was like, bye. And I literally blocked him on, because I had him on Kakao. Blocked him on Kakao, blocked him on Hello Talk. And I was like, I'm done. I deleted Hello Talk after that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm not doing this. I'm like, yeah. Spin forward to middle of April. I went back onto Hello Talk again. But I didn't talk to anyone off of there. I actually was on Tinder, but yeah. But with Tinder in Korea is a bit weird because they don't really use it, but they do, like, I think to get like foreign girls.
Yeah.
But they don't reply. They'll match with you and then they just don't reply.
Nobody can change my mind. I'm fully convinced. Where's my phone? This is how every Korean man uses Tinder. They do this.
Like.
Young. 나중에 뭐예요? They just swipe endlessly. They don't care who they match with.
Anyways, so Tinder. It was the night that my friend and I, so it was my first time going out to Hongdae, like properly, you know, clubbing. Not gonna do that again.
Done.
Someone had super matched me, like the super swipe or
Super
something.
match.
I think it's super swipe.
Oh, so you can like super like someone, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
And it was like, view your super like, and it was this guy. And what did I say? I was just like, I was like, he's good looking. Like, this person is my type to a T.
That's my type. That's my type.
He was like muscular, a little bit muscular. Not one who muscular. He was short, but I'm short, so anyone taller than me is tall. He was like, hey Marika. And I was like, hey. And we were literally like, even when I was out in Hongdae, we were literally talking. He would just talk about the most random things. It was such a like friendly conversation.
Aww.
No like weird like sexual things. It was just normal, you know. I was like, okay, this is good. And we literally spoke every day.
Oh, that's
He
good.
was like, what are you doing today? Like, I think I went out with my friend to something K-pop related. And after that, he was like, oh, do you want to meet up? And it was the hottest day in Korea, like that I experienced. And I didn't wear makeup that day because when it's hot, I don't wear makeup. Like,
Yeah.
nothing.
It's gonna run like.
I'll just be like, myself. And he was like, oh, let's meet up in Hongdae. I was like, oh my god. And he only had like this one picture. Like he all his pictures
Like
were kind
one
of
profile
like
picture?
yeah, like all of his pictures were
Oh.
kind of like there was one of his face and then the rest were like kind of like sideline. I was just like, how's he gonna recognize me? Like we were like, listen me at exit 8 Hongdae. I was like, okay. And I was waiting, I was sitting down. My friend didn't actually come with me, but she knew where I was. And I was just like to my friend, oh, I'm not wearing any makeup. I look like trash. Like, I look trash and he's meeting me and I have this K-pop album in my hand. What's he gonna think of me? What's he gonna think? And then he was like, where are you? I was like, oh, I'm sitting down wearing like this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, the only black girl sitting around.
Right, what are you wearing? Look for the black girl. Like, are you kidding me?
I saw his mask on and he was just like, oh, Marika. And I looked up and I was like, oh, hi. Blah, blah, whatever your name is. And he took his mask down. I was just like, you know, like when you have like, Like, so I was just
Hallelujah choir.
I was like, oh, he looks like his pictures. Like, he's actually really good looking. He takes me to like a bar, more like a cafe, but it was really nice. It had like fairy lights and like cats outside and people taking pictures.
Cats outside, aw.
I think that, and that was from 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. We literally sat there talking about everything. We were speaking, and I was like, how is your English like so good? And he was like, oh yeah, I studied abroad in Singapore, like international school.
That guy.
Yeah. After that, I went home. He's like, message me when you get home. I was like, yeah. And we literally spoke every single day after that. Every single day. It was going so well. And then, it's not. We decided to meet up in Yoido to go to like, really love the IFC mall there. I just think it's like, that's when we went to watch Doctor Strange.
Oh,
yeah.
You went with him?
Yeah, I went with him.
Oh.
And we met up earlier. We were like, okay, we're gonna go eat. So I went there like a few weeks ago with my friend to eat. Because it's in Hyundai shopping, it's a mall, they have a mall. We went there, and I think because he bought the cinema ticket, I kind of like paid for some of the food. It was nice, like we were just talking, you know. We both like Marvel, walking around. And then he drops me back to the station and he hugs me, and because his arms are like so big, he's like crush you. And he was like, yeah, we're gonna meet up. Like, what he knew that I wasn't there. I didn't have much, like, long time left. Yeah, so
of course it'd be the good one.
Yeah, I know.
At the end.
I was just like, why is it the good one that doesn't want to rush things?
So you can get it.
He was so nice. Like, even on the first, like, I was like, this is definitely my type. This one right here, I was like, But he was just like, it was good friend vibes, you know? And then we have the last egg.
Oh yeah, there's 4.
I met him on Hello Talk. And it actually started off as like learning Korean and learning English. He's actually quite nice. We were speaking before I met the last person I just spoke about. We were already talking, but it was like on a teaching like level for like 2 weeks. So we already like spoke, and we kind of like, we met up, and this things just progressed. Not things like that, but as in like he would just like always ask me to go out and stuff, and then we'd just go out to eat and dinner. It was basically, at one point it was kind of just like, oh yeah, you're my girlfriend. Like, huh?
He just called you his girlfriend. I thought the last guy was the one that was your boyfriend.
No, unfortunately not.
Aww. Wait, so who's the one I saw in the picture with you when I was like, oh, who's that guy?
This is the guy I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, I'm just a foreigner in Korea, you know, exploring. So don't judge me.
No judgment.
Yeah,
seriously.
like, I was just talking to 2 guys, acting like guys don't do it.
Yeah, when they do it, it's like, my n***. When we do it, ho.
Yeah. The other guy was like, definitely more of a friendship vibe. It was definitely like, that was the vibes I was getting. I'm not gonna force anything. I was just kind of like, it wasn't like I was like totally in love with him. I was just like, yeah, he's nice. He was like, I'm gonna help you to the airport. Yeah, he took me everywhere. Like, he took me to see, it's like a little island.
In Han River?
Yeah, but there's like loads.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was like kind of like a little mini forest. He took me there. We went to like the museum. Like, I really like museums, and he liked, yeah, because I really like Korean history, especially like all of that in the past. He was explaining it to me. We went out and stuff. So when I came back to England, we were still, you know, like talking and stuff, but it didn't, you know, you're so far away. I feel like it wasn't like so strong. It's like, no, I was in love with him. That's just the honest truth. It was just like.
So did you like number 3 more than number 4?
Probably, yeah.
If you're watching this, number 3, call my girl, man. Come to London. She'll show you around.
But it was a nice memory, you know. It's like a nice memory.
That's one thing I will say. Like, I like how, you know, you going in for 3 months. You weren't expecting anything magical. You were like, look, I'm here. I'm a foreigner. I'm just gonna have fun and see where life goes. Because I do feel like a lot of people go to Korea and expect to find like a husband or wife. And of course it happens, but you shouldn't expect that.
Don't expect
it. Just be realistic,
It's
you know?
like, it's not TV, you know, like, all that person, like, the thing is, people have so many stories and stuff, and it's just like
for all the you know, YouTubers and vlogs and YouTube or Instagram influencers you see where they got married and it worked out, there's like thousands where it just didn't. So,
yeah.
You know, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or nothing, but just be realistic, go and have fun, and like keep your mind open without expecting too much. You know what I mean?
When you research Korea, you always want to see all sides of it. So you research like dating in Korea, or what's it like to be a black person in Korea?
Yep.
And all these things pop up and it keeps on popping up. And then it's like, oh, they're right about this. It's like red flags to look out for.
Oh shit, they did mention this would happen. Men are men everywhere.
Exactly.
There are good ones and bad ones. Don't, you know, and I do kind of get frustrated. I don't know why Korea is so obsessed with putting this image out there of these innocent, sweet, romantic men. There are some, of course, but you shouldn't expect that from all the men in Korea because that is far from reality.
Exactly. And you know, I think it's the opposite way. And I feel like a lot of girls in Korea must think, oh, a British man.
Yeah, a British gentleman, and he's probably like rich or something, or well-traveled. They own a yacht. Like, you know how Koreans think foreigners are rich just because you're from a certain country.
But it wasn't really realistic either. Like, literally meet like 3 to 4 weeks before I go back, and he knew that. So that's what I liked. It's not like he ghosted and was like, oh well, you're not gonna, because
you're not giving it.
Because I hear that happens quite a lot. Like, you get ghosted, especially if they know you're here like short term.
He's a phantom.
They'd be like, how long are you here? 1 week? Oh, what are you doing tonight?
Yeah, literally. And I was just like, oh well. Number 4, he was just like, oh, girlfriend, you did not even ask me.
Channel. Alright, so yeah, that was tea time. My girl's dating in Korea experience is always fun. So thanks for watching. If you did, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Annyeong.